Nice.
You.
Welcome back to Diskydisk episode 51. We are recording on the 4th of April 2023.
Or inconsistent disc, as you could also call it.
Inconsistent disc, sorry.
Yep. We will do better, possibly.
And you need to say the thing that you say.
What did only right? Is it Tinyhats and Ircha? Kidding.
Today we talk about Tinder dating and dating when you're more than 30 years old. And
when you're 30 and a half years old.
Yeah, and a party for single people, question mark?
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a party for single people. I think you're all invited. It's a lot of fish in this episode. Fish ties, for example. Am I the asshole? Can you wear a fish tie to prom? Yes or no?
Mm-hmm. We go into racism in science and biology.
Mm-hmm. And also, why do people buy expensive, mundane, squiggly fingers things? Squiggly fingers.
We go into materialism, grocery, cheap or expensive version, allergy card, chicken apparently isn't meat, red soda allergy story, bacon is hard. Wait, what? Did you say this?
Bacon is hard and everything causes cancer.
Oh, yeah, bacon is hard.
Bacon is hard and everything causes cancer. Yeah.
Good. We talk about salt on cornflakes. Atelier Ryza 3, Medieval Dynasty, Scarlet Nexus Outer. You really did good notes.
Yeah, I know. I really tried this week.
Easter is coming up, so we go into that, and we end the episode with Norwegian Dialects 101.
101.
Yeah. Okay. And you have a lot of hiccups. I love it.
I know, because I have a sore throat. So, you know. I think probably somebody at the party will have been sick, and I will have caught it from them. Right.
Enjoy the episode.
Yeah? Good.
Recording in progress. I was just interviewed by the newspaper. Again.
What?
Again.
Okay.
Again.
About what?
Yeah, because yesterday, not consoler cousin, which has become a consoler cousin, she was here and we were talking, as you do. And she was like, every day I wake up, I am reminded that this is another day that I am single. I want to find a boyfriend, you know?
Okay.
And I said, yeah, have you tried all the things that you should try, blah, blah, blah. She's like, yeah, Tinder. And we talked about Tinder. Oh, have you ever?
No.
No.
Didn't you ask me this the other day?
Yeah, we are never single. So we haven't been single in the Tinder times. So we have never experienced the Tinder
times.
The Tinder experience, if you know what I mean. And there's too many unserious people on Tinder, people that are looking for a one-night stand, and it's very shallow. Swipe left, swipe right, you know. But when you are more than 30 years old and looking for something that is serious, or you have a wish for something serious.
Yeah, I got it.
Where do you go
when you go?
Know? Where do you go if you want to have something serious?
World of Warcraft?
That's where you find yours. No, Overwatch.
And Overwatch, yeah.
Yeah. But where do you go when you go?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay. So I was like, let's go on Facebook, and in the search field on Facebook, search for single in Harstad, which is the town that we live in, for everyone. And there's no such group or place or event. And we tried to Google speed dating in our city. There's no such thing. And I'm like, but Oslo has that. Bergen has that. Harstad
you literally just listed the two most populated cities in our entire country.
Yeah.
Oslo and Bergen.
Yeah. And I'm like, Harstad needs a speed dating, some sort of arranged marriage.
How big? Let's find. List of serious. Norwegian cities by size, population.
I'm just emphasizing the seriousness.
By population.
Because I know a lot of people that are single that don't want to be that. They want to mingle. No,
Harstad is the 22nd biggest city in Norway.
Lol.
Okay. That's actually kind of higher than I thought it would be.
That was bad.
Well, whatever. Anyway, so single people.
Yeah, single people, maybe they want something real. Something true and real and forever, like serious. You know the words.
Yes.
Lord. So I said, let's create that Facebook group. Single in Harstad.
Oh God, did you do that?
And we made that, and we invited a few people, and I think it has a lot of members now, actually. So the newspaper called and they were like, "We want to make a case on this."
Which newspaper? The Hota or the other one?
Mine.
Your
Yeah.
newspaper.
Yeah. So that happened. And you?
Is that why you made the single party event too? Like for
No, I did that first.
Oh,
Okay, because actually, my consoler cousin, the history was good.
Yes.
He called yesterday before my not consoler cousin. So all the cousins, they called me yesterday. And he said, you should have that a party where you invite a lot of single people soon. I want to find a girl. I want to have kids. And
why are you the local matchmaker?
Yeah, I have become the local matchmaker.
Very good.
And my sister says the same thing. I want a boyfriend now. I don't want to live alone. Blah blah blah. So many people though, they don't want to live alone.
Well, yeah, that's generally, well, not generally. I mean, I suppose for most people anyway. Yeah.
And I'm like, where do they go to find anything such as that?
So why did you invite me to that party?
Because you're fun. I need to have someone to talk to also.
You can't talk to single people?
I'm the Cupid that shoots the arrows. And
did you see my post in the event on Facebook?
Yeah, I did. It was like, lol, why am I invited? Is it okay? No way. You said something really cool. Do you want to quote yourself?
Let's see. Where you find it?
Single party.
Because it's literally called single party, single mingle party time or something. What is it called?
Single party. I don't know, but you said that's what she said. You said it's gonna be a hassle to break up with Patrick and all of that and break the engagement just to make it to this party in order to be single, in order to be invited and come to this party. LOL.
Yes. Yeah.
And then someone else was like, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. But yeah, it's not my Ishaman and I, we're having a party, normal party, but it is based on all the people that are asking me to do some matchmaking for them.
But I saw that your sister declined. She's not even coming.
She's probably working, as always. Workaholic.
I'm not working for once.
You're
for
not
the second time in a very short period of time. I'm available for partying.
Yeah, good. Party.
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 Because we went to a party the other day.
Yeah, we did. Do you want to talk about it?
Sure.
Do you talk about it?
Let's talk about it.
Yeah,
maybe
like the Sunday next day after it was the Sørvik Rock Festival. It was all over the Instagram, our Instagrams, anyways. And you said, now I have been social enough to last me for a year.
Yeah, but then I'm still gonna go to the single party because I want to see all the single people.
Yeah, consoler cousin and not
maybe there's some new people listening because I don't know if you were there, but when we were outside on the staircase, I was like,
when you were shouting, let's have a friendship.
Yeah, because I loved friendship, but I was like, listen to Diskydisk, it's good stuff.
Let's have a friendship.
Shout out to Chris, not consoler cousin's friend.
Which one of them?
I spoke to. And Robert.
Oh yeah.
He said he likes our mental health episode.
Yeah, he did.
Me too. I like that episode also.
I don't remember it.
Okay, good.
That was like episode 8 or something.
Something like that.
We are now closing in on 60 or something, I think.
This is 51.
Close enough. There. We're getting there though. I feel like we're closing in on 60.
Are we gonna do any feedback from not last week, but like last episode that happened?
Oh yeah. It says feedback from last week's episode: podcast on video, out of comfort zone, awkward city. That is so long ago. That's 3 weeks ago though.
Yeah, but that was the video podcast.
Break. Yeah,
that was the video podcast. Oh God.
Yeah, the video podcast. It's called Block Universe, Abortion and Pre-Birth Memories. Your favorite episode, favorite topic. And we did that down in the studio basement at my place, and it was sideways lighting, dying. It says mega zoomed in, also dying.
Yeah. Dot. That's the serious business with the period on the end.
Yeah, we were outside of our comfort zones, and we were.
Because it's still, it's a work in progress, the podcast studio.
and I wrote, I'm not as pretty as I think I am, TM.
Yep. I think I said something along the lines of like, I don't really realize how ugly I actually am until we do a live Diskydisk. Then I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, with sideways lighting though, and mega in zoom, and 1080p, and no filter,
oh god,
and the actual faceness of our face.
Oh god.
Yeah, no.
But
right?
why does everybody look so much better in your actual like studio, which is right next to that? Why?
It has to do with the No, when we sit on that couch, we're instantly uglier. I don't know.
Couch that makes people ugly. But we talked about we should have a table. That would be the thing to do. Don't you remember, like, when we talked about how ugly we are right after that episode went live? I said it would be better if we had a table, you know, with chairs, which generally is what tables have. But you know,
but you know what? Most people are not YouTubers or see themselves on video often. Most people. So it's perfectly normal if we see ourselves in a video from an angle that we are not used to seeing ourselves in. It's gonna be, what the hell? Do I really look like that? Is this what you guys have been seeing all my life? Have you guys been lying to me?
Apparently.
Is this acceptable for you guys?
Probably not. Oh jeez.
You know, it's just normal. I don't know.
Oh no. What is this screenshot?
Sorry.
Excuse me?
I do that all the time. It's from Robert Paul. He says Tinyhats has been upgraded to Tiny Heart since she doesn't believe in anything. I don't know. The longer you live, the longer you will live. I know that sounds weird, but here's an example. If you make it to 70, then you are more likely to make it to 87 compared to someone who is 60.
The fuck?
I guess we talked about something like this.
That is some mental gymnastics. How'd you get there?
Okay, another example is if you survive childhood, then you are more likely to make it to 45 compared to a child. Wait, what? Oh yeah, if you survive, right.
If you've already survived,
so
you're
the
more
longer
likely
they live, the longer you are living.
Okay. Sure.
So good.
I mean, I think there's probably more to it than that. I think there's probably a certain amount of, you know, how likely people are to live anyway.
I liked it. I think it was good.
Okay, sure.
Robert Paul is really good.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Robert Paul. Actually, wait, did we have any comments?
Yeah.
Leave your feedback down below. Tra-la-la. Yeah. Do you want to read that? Do you want to read one?
Medina said it's not pro-abortion, it's pro-choice in capital letters. The government should not be involved. It's up to the pregnant woman and whoever is in her life, but ultimately her choice. That seems like semantics over my choice of words, because like I think that what this person's saying is that I said pro-abortion instead of pro-choice when we were talking about abortion. It's sort of the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I got what you meant.
Yeah, obviously what I meant was I meant pro-choice. So yes, it is, you know, but I think that's semantics about wording, which is just not necessary.
Semantics.
Expensive word.
Do you have some semantics? Okay, so Miruku says congrats on 50 episodes, and also Jason Hawkins says congratulations on 50 episode. On 50 episode.
Yeah, good.
Actually, that was the grammar. Stranator says Irene's description of Dwarf Fortress was hilarious.
Sorry.
That was good. Let's see.
Wait, Potato Fuji said, long time listener here. Your podcast is my favorite and I continue to recommend it to my gaming friends. I'd love to hear your takes on YouTubers from different countries. For example, do you feel your content as Norwegian gamers varies from that of someone from the US, etc.? I live in Japan and the YouTube community here is a lot of AI generated voices using character portraits, which I think stems from how Japanese people don't really like to show their face online, thinking emoji.
We didn't like it either.
Enlighten me with your thoughts. Big smiley light bulb.
The question was, in short? I don't see the comment.
Do you feel your content as Norwegian gamers varies from that of someone in the US, etc.?
I don't know. do you know this?
Well, I mean, we can't say anything about it, but you did get a sponsorship email the other day where they'd Google translate it into Norwegian because they said they get more responses that way when they Google translate into the person's language, which is just weird.
A big company, actually. Lol. Okay. I don't know. Lol. I do.
Don't know. Lol.
And you?
No, I guess.
Okay. Neighbor Stefan says about the block universe and other theories. Time is a man-made concept to keep track of events. The universe and everything is not written in stone. It has a new configuration every time. It expands and we are deep into theory realm right now. It's recycled in some ways, so nothing is ever lost. I think so too.
Same.
I actually wrote under that comment saying yacht.
Yacht.
Okay, cute. Apple Cat Cousin, which is the not controller cousin, says, Tiny, when you talked about abortion, you reminded me of Tom MacDonald's song, People So Stupid. It's a song. He has a line where he says, let's talk about abortion. Sorry, tell me how this works. Bacteria is life on Mars, but a heartbeat isn't life on Earth. Weird.
Weird. I responded to that actually because that is where I got it from.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that at the time because I didn't remember where it came from. But yes, I love Tom MacDonald.
Right. Nice.
Lots of people hate him though, so if you hate him, I'm sorry.
Okay. No, I think he's cute. Good.
Yeah, same. Good stuff. Cool Night Skate said, I wanted to also give a big compliment. I usually listen to podcasts on 1.5 or 1.75x speed, but I started to listen to Diskydisk at normal speed because it is a relaxing conversation. This is a high honor that I only give to one other YouTuber, Happy Console Gamer. Hooray!
Oh, yeah. That has to do with me editing it all tightly together. You know, I listen to I listen to some other podcasts, and they are so slow.
I love it when it's tight.
Yeah, me too. I hate it when it's slow. So thank you for that. That is actually a compliment that I love to get. That's pretty good. I love the compliment.
That is good. Good stuff.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very good. Leave your comment down below and we will read it next week also.
Okay.
Vengeance Early says, congratulations, well done.
Yeah, thanks. On what, 50 episodes, I guess?
I don't know. Well, you're welcome.
I did fix the thing on, actually, speaking of 50 episodes and 50 pins reached. Sorry, on on the Diskydisk channel in the Discord server.
Yeah, I know.
So I had to edit everything together, but now we can make like 6 more years of Diskydisk.
Yeah, so, sweaty editing. Join the Discord, everyone.
Good stuff.
Do you want to slide into currently?
Yes, let's do that.
Transition. No way. You haven't said it yet, but you are going to say that currently on your mind it is Am I the Asshole Fish Tie Edition?
Yeah, because I was what is that? You messaged me saying Diskydisk and I had to eat dinner first, and then when I came to do Diskydisk you were AFK, so I went looking for an Am I the Asshole to read so we can decide if this person short-ish. It's not super long, but it's really funny.
Okay, let's go. Let's just go.
Do you want me to copy it to you so you can follow along in case you suck at listening to me read?
Okay.
Sorry. Okay. This one is called Am I the Asshole for Not Wanting to Go to Prom with My Boyfriend because he wants to wear a fish tie?
A fish tie?
A fish tie.
A tie that has fishes on them.
I'm guessing that's sort of what they imply, yeah. Okay.
Like says, the motif of fishes on their tie.
I guess so, yeah.
Okay, lol, what?
Anyway, I, 17 female, and my boyfriend, 18 male, are going to prom this year, and ever since I was a kid, I've dreamt of going to this occasion. I've been dating my boyfriend, let's call him Joe, for 5 months now. I love him so much. Joe is a very outdoorsy person. He loves camping and fishing and hopes to take me to said things over the summer. I was his first time, and his first real girlfriend. He means the world to me and I want to make him happy in any way I can. Prom is coming up soon and he told me that he didn't want to go, but he'll go because I want to. He didn't make a big deal out of it, and at all, even though he's going just to make me happy. So he and I both got our tickets. Lately, after getting the tickets, he's been expressing how much of a hassle prom is going to be and how much he hates the idea of it. I didn't know he felt so strongly about prom, and if I'd known, I wouldn't have asked him to go. I've had my dress, shoes, and accessories since late February/early March, but he has gotten nothing. While discussing what he was going to get on Discord with his friends, he said, "I just need a suit, shoes, and a fish tie." I was doing homework and not really paying attention till he said fish tie. When he mentioned the fish tie, I stopped everything I was doing and asked him to repeat himself to see if I heard him correctly. I did. He said that because he's going to, for me, he deserves something of his own to express himself, which is completely understandable if it wasn't so tacky. The ties,
tacky. Lol.
The tie he's been looking at will completely clash with my beautiful dress. I want him to be able.
Oh my god.
I want him to be able to be himself and be happy at something I asked him to go to, since he didn't really want to go. But I also said to him that if he didn't want to go so badly due to the constant complaining, he shouldn't have gotten the ticket and let me go with someone else. Either way, though it's too late, he's got the ticket and it's non-refundable, so he has to go, squiggly fingers, as he says. I want him to be happy, but it feels like he resents me for asking him to go. I told him if he seriously doesn't want to go and he hates it so much, I will reimburse him for the ticket. I'm currently waiting for a response. Am I the asshole?
My freaking god, let the guy do what he wants.
It's a fish tie.
It's a tie with fish on. Jesus. Imagine if he was complaining on her dress or shoes or something.
Yeah.
Oh my god, get yourself together, girl.
I'm gonna Google fish tie.
Let's do that. To have that in references in the Discord.
See what they're talking about.
No, that was just terrible. I got agitated from hearing that. It's like, what the hell?
Google fish tie. There are some really ugly ones.
Yeah, bring the ugliest one.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, there's some very unattractive fish ties, but still, this girl is the asshole.
I don't think a partner can say something like that.
Yeah.
you can't
it's a
wear a fish tie.
It's tacky.
No. no.
To be honest, I think it looks funny. I think I support the fish tie.
Me too.
I love the fish tie.
I support him. Jesus, that was terrible.
Wait, look at this one.
And you?
Look at this fish tie. I'll post this on Discord later.
Oh my god. No, I think it's a statement piece.
I think it's a statement too. That's fashionable.
Yeah. Would wear.
Mm-hmm.
Would buy for Ircha man.
Would buy for this guy's girlfriend.
If Ircha man wanted to get married in that one, I would maybe say something.
Let's be real. I mean, maybe prom to this girl is like a wedding.
Oh my god. Okay, cute.
Yeah.
I don't know. What the hell? You agree with me though, don't you?
Yeah, of course. But
what the hell?
Still.
That was a lot of things for nothing. That was nothing.
Well,
it was everything for her though.
Yeah. She got her beautiful dress.
Yeah. Do you have anything
she says
else?
And I also like that she says like a million times that she wants him to be happy because he's like chosen to go to prom even though he doesn't really want to. And then she's just like, and she even said, she was like, why didn't he let me go with somebody else? In the first paragraph she's like, I love him so much. She wants to go to prom with somebody else. Oh god.
She's 17.
I'm so happy I'm not 17 anymore. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Oh my god.
All the fish ties is too much. Okay.
Anything else currently on your mind? I mean, these currentlies, they're so old. Let me read some of them. It says, dating in society right now. So apparently this was on my mind 3 weeks ago already.
Well, there you go.
And
I've talked about it.
Yeah, I've already solved the problem.
Well, there you go.
I'm doing things to actively change that. Because dating in society right now is terrible, I think. It seems like.
Should we talk about you linked me that video about racism in science?
Oh yeah, that is
also
so long ago. That is so long ago. Yeah, did you make notes from that?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me hear it.
I mean, it's in the... But do you want to explain what it is first?
Okay. It was a classroom sort of setting. It's a video on YouTube where they are having a... Help me out a bit.
Like
they had a...
Presentation?
Yeah, like a historical presentation of racism in society.
Science and biology.
In science and biology through the last 1,000 years, I think. They went back and looked at old documents and old rules and old... Help me out.
The old stuff.
They went through old stuff like 300 years old publications and stuff that may have contributed to racism through the years and ages. And they went deep into why and how and blah blah blah. It's a good video.
Link on Discord.
Yeah, link on Discord. I learned a few things. What did you learn?
I mean, the most mind-blowing thing about the entire video, I mean, it was pretty interesting. Well, I mean, it was interesting, but the most mind-blowing thing about the whole video is that, like, in science back in the day, hopefully this has been discontinued, citation needed, because I don't actually know, like, that they think that there are, like, from a racism perspective, that there are human races, wiggly fingers, that are wildly different from each other scientifically. Like, we are biologically different because we belong to different races, squiggly fingers. And like he said, like the thing that he had to back this thing up, like they say that like our DNA and genes are different between, you know, white people and black people, for example. The example that he made that just blew my mind is that in the Congo there are 50,000 chimpanzees alive. And there are 7.5 billion people on Earth.
Oh yeah, I remember this example. Yeah,
those 50,000 chimpanzees in the Congo are more genetically diverse from each other than all of the 7.5 billion people on Earth are from each other.
Yeah.
So two chimpanzees in the Congo will be more different from each other than you will ever be to any other human being on the planet, which is just crazy.
Yeah,
crazy pants.
So it's debunked so much. We are all the freaking same genome, sort of thing.
Yeah, crazy pants. It was an interesting video, though. I liked it.
Yeah,
on Discord.
And they went into why we are paler in our skin because there's less sun up north, blah, blah, blah. We all know that.
Yep, good stuff.
And I get sunburned for it.
And then I also wrote in brackets, the guy who was doing the presentation, he quoted Goebbels, which is a famous Nazi, which seemed like a weird person to quote. I don't remember what quote it was he used, but apparently it was something that Goebbels said that was relevant to this thing. And Goebbels is a really famous Nazi. It seems interesting to quote a Nazi when you're talking about racism.
I guess.
Like in favor to back up his argument, he used a quote by him.
Okay, what was the quote?
I don't remember because this was so long ago.
Watch the video. Yeah,
watch the video. It's in there somewhere. But still, it was just weird that I did that.
Because I wanted, and I still want to get to the bottom of the origin of racism.
Well, I think science is pretty much it.
No, like the origin. Like actual why. Like back in the back day why.
Well, because you look at somebody else and you're like, you're different from me, I don't like you.
Yeah. Because last time I checked lol, what? Back when I was very into the anthropologist videos on YouTube, it was a whole spiral down YouTube and watching a lot of videos. Some people were saying that the original racism came from when we were tribes, and if one tribe member came across another tribe member that looked completely different from him, that meant war and you had to protect yourself. So it was based in survival back in the ancient days, but it has no use today, you know.
I mean, it's never had any use, but
but in the tribal tribes of I don't know 100,000 years ago.
But I think like more modern and not modern, like still super
theory.
far back.
Just want to emphasize that was a theory.
But like, I think it also very strongly comes from, you know, one society is more advanced than another. So you find these other people who look different and you're like, these people must be stupid because they're not as good as we are.
Or you're just afraid that it's going to be a war. I don't know. Biology. I don't know. So
I think people probably just hate each other if they're not as good as somebody else.
People just hate each other.
They just hate each other.
They just do.
I mean, that's basically what it comes down to.
Anyways, watch the video for more informative
informative information.
Yeah. It was interesting.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it is interesting.
Let's go to the next one. It says, why do people pay so much for mundane squiggly fingers things when there is a cheaper option? Is this yours?
This is mine.
This is yours. What do you mean? Mundane things.
I was gonna buy socks.
Socks
for Patrick, you know. I was going to the mall for a different reason and Patrick was like, can you get me some socks because I want socks. And he was like, I want some like sort of thicker socks, not like thin cotton ones. Those
Mhm.
sort of good stuff socks.
Mhm.
And I was like, okie dokie. So okie dokie. So I
Okay,
went
okay.
to a men's clothing store and looked at socks, and there was like, you could buy one pair of socks. I took a picture. I was like, this kind of sock, but it was like 299 cronies, which is like what, $30
For
or
one
something
pair of socks.
for one pair of socks. But
What?
they were the right specification for what kind of sock you was looking for. But I was like, this is one pair of socks for $30. I feel like we could
That's
probably do
too
better than
much.
that. Yeah. So I went to a different store, and in that store, socks happened to be on sale, and there
Mhm.
was the right type of sock. But for the same price as that one pair of socks, I could get 9 pairs of socks.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why would anybody buy the one pair of expensive socks?
Yeah, why? I think that is
Yeah.
people just don't think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I cannot relate to this because I know what it's like to be and have been very poor. So
Mm-hmm.
I always look for, and I still do it. I always look for the most bang for my buck. It's just ingrained into me, you know?
Yeah. But it's
I,
like it's like materialism though, like that's basically what it comes down to. People
yeah.
just want to buy expensive
I
things.
mean, we can see this in the grocery stores too. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you have a butter in a cheap, medium, and expensive version.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Same specifications, same ingredients, same taste, same
Yep.
everything.
I mean,
You know?
there are certain things that are better in groceries. I mean, that are better in different brands. But like spaghetti, for example, which is
I know,
literally
right?
just wheat and water mixed together. You can buy 1 kilo of spaghetti for like 12 cronies, or you can buy the branded one, which is less than a kilo for like 35.
Yeah. Why do people go for the branded
I
one?
don't know. I don't get it.
Like,
The
actually,
crazy
why?
pants.
If you get the stats screen when you die, which is a man is often referring to, he's like, when I die, I want one thing. I want the stats screen, you know,
Yeah.
to see
Mm-hmm.
what many hours he has been doing stuff and how much he has spent on whatever. If you see the stats screen and see all the money that you could have saved from just purchasing the cheaper pasta,
Mm-hmm.
let's say,
For example.
that would be funny to
Do
look
you, do you,
at. I don't know.
do you ever look at the thing though in grocery stores, you know, with the little price tag under the like on the shelf? Like the thing that is like it says different things depending on what the thing is. But for example, we bought like dishwasher tablets for the
Yeah.
dishwasher.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a little thing, it says the price, and underneath it says like how much this costs per wash, like how
Yep.
many
Yep.
dishwashers you can run
Yeah,
for
I
this.
look
So
at
it's like
that.
I don't know if they do this in other countries. Is this a Norwegian thing or do they do this everywhere?
I
Because
don't
then you can
know.
compare them. Like they all cost different amounts, but there are different amounts of tablets inside each box. And then you
Yeah.
can see like this one is 140 per wash and this one is 360 per wash. And then obviously you get the one that's cheaper.
I know, right? Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Me
Yeah,
too. So much.
that's good stuff.
Are there any things that you are not cheapskating out on?
Oh fuck. Shampoo.
Toothpaste. I'm not
Yeah.
getting the cheapest one. I'm getting
Shampoo, though,
okay.
also.
Yeah. Which
Like,
shampoo are you using?
I don't know, but I wouldn't use the like store brand shampoo.
No, me neither.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
And toothpaste, I suppose, also. But one of my, I don't remember now, but one of my colleagues told me a fact about toothpaste the other day that I now do not remember, and I probably should have. Apparently, there's like a thing on the back of the toothpaste. It's like a blue or was it green, like mark. And there's something that means that there is something in the toothpaste that, theoretically speaking, isn't good for the environment. Like when you spit it out into the sink and whatever, it travels to the ocean and it's bad for fish, apparently.
So they let you know in advance that
Yeah.
it's bad for the fish.
Apparently. I mean, I don't know if that's why they have the mark there. If it's like, if you buy this, you're an asshole and you're going to kill a bunch of fish. But like, apparently there is something that it's marked with something, which means it has something in it.
Okay, cute.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I've started looking at all the like ingredients in my food, by the way, since we talked this weekend about all your
Oh
allergies.
yeah, my allergies. I have created my allergy card. Link on Discord. I can post that picture on Discord actually.
Mm-hmm.
Because I need to. Because you're like, why do you need that? But I'm like,
Well, once
because
you told me, it made sense.
because every single time I'm at a restaurant, I'm like, no potatoes, no onions or garlic, and they're like, okay, yeah, sure thing, we will do it. And then the waitress is walking to the kitchen or whatever, and then the chef always comes out Like, hi, yeah, you have allergies? What do you? And then I have to explain it all over again.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, we got you. We're gonna do the things. And they come back with like, I don't know, sweet potatoes or some turnip or radish. Yeah, and I'm like, oh god, I need an allergy card, an actual card.
I mean, but it's very clever because then you can just give them a card and be like, here is the stuff. Don't ask.
Knock
don't
yourself
you come
out.
back. Don't you come back here until you have food that is per these specifications.
Yeah. And you said the thing that you said when you are saying that you are vegetarian, some people, are you serious though? Are some people asking you, but chicken is okay, right?
Yep. It actually happens, which is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Like one of my colleagues did it the other day. I was like, what the fuck is this?
You need a card too, huh?
It's a common thing though. You see it sometimes on the vegetarianism subreddit too. People being like, I'm so sick of like saying to my family, for example, we're coming over for dinner, and then like they're like, okay, so you don't eat meat, and it's like, yeah, okay, and then you get there and they've made chicken, and then they're like, excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, it's individual though. You have chosen to do fish. This is a fishy episode though. It was a fish time. And now, yeah, you should get a card too that says I'm a vegetarian except for blah blah blah, and I do these things.
This includes chicken.
Are you including the gummy candy also?
No,
because that is made from pork or something.
We talked about this before. I also eat cheese with rennet in it.
Rennet in it. Oh my god, yes. Rennet in it.
Rennet in it.
What was that again?
It's an enzyme that they get from the stomach of cows that they use to make cheese like solid.
Right. Rennet in it.
Rennet in it. It's not in every type of cheese, but it's in a lot of them.
Yeah, you should definitely get a card. Lol. Cute.
But yeah, I've been reading the ingredients on the stuff we've been eating, been like, and then nope, they couldn't eat this, it's got carrots or, whatever. And I'm like, the more I look at it, the more I'm like, holy shit, you can't eat anything. How are you alive?
How am I alive? On my allergy card though, I wrote what did I say? Please make alternatives with pasta, rice, and bread, vegetables that grow above the ground. Blah 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 blah. And I had to specify I am not allergic to gluten.
Yeah, because I imagine you get that one a lot when you say
I get that from you a lot.
From me?
Yeah. Every time you bring like, I don't know, the buns over. It has happened 2 times at least. Yeah. When you're like, this is flour in it. You can't have this. I'm like, yeah, I can.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It's not gluten, is it?
I know, but like everything that grows underground, but there are certain things that also grow above ground that I would think sort of go into the same category, like corn, for example.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine.
Okay. What if they figured out a way to
though.
What if they figured out how to grow potatoes above the ground? Does garlic really grow under the ground?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's a root.
What does garlic plant
it's a root
look like?
I'm allergic to all root vegetables.
Oh, cool. I see. It does grow under the ground. Sweet.
I get sick.
Yeah, sick.
Sick.
No, tell the story about the red soda that you drank.
Oh my fucking god! Sorry. Sorry. That was real.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was at the mall with my sister, and I'm like, I want to have a soda. Let's get a soda. And I saw a pink, sparkly strawberry soda that looked pretty cute, and I was like, yeah, good. And I had a few sips, made it 1/4 down into the bottle, and I looked at the ingredients list, and I'm like, oh my god, they have used black carrot as a coloring, and it also contains sweet potato as a coloring agent. There's potato in soda.
Well, in this soda, not in all soda.
And guess what? I got so sick. Sick.
It's just so crazy.
Extremely sick. Poor Ircha, man. Because I was lying on the couch and I couldn't talk. I couldn't move. I was like almost paralyzed. Looking around, but paralyzed.
Nice.
Yeah, that's...
Well, I mean, not nice.
Yeah.
Actually, it was interesting on your, people will see on the allergy card, it says potato glucose syrup, and then in brackets it says often in bacon. What the hell?
Yeah. Glucose syrup is made from one of the 4. Glucose syrup is very common also. It can be made from wheat, it can be made from corn, it can be made from potatoes, and there was one last thing. rice. It can be, I think so. Anyway, and sometimes they don't specify which of where it is extracted from, you know. And the glucose syrup found in bacon is very often potato-based glucose syrup.
I bet if you go to a restaurant and you give them this allergy card, the chef isn't gonna know if their bacon is made with potato glucose syrup or some other type of glucose syrup.
Yeah. You know, if I need to have bacon, you know,
you have to. Someone's gonna force you to have bacon, you know.
Yeah, like with lutefisk, let's say, which is the traditional dish where you actually have to have, you know, because it is an established dish. You gotta have bacon next to the thing. Anyways, then I get the big klump. What is that in English?
Lump?
Yeah, the big lump where you actually have to cut up the bacon into terninger. What's that?
Squares?
Square. Yeah, English uninstalled right now. Yeah, I have to do that.
You get the klump.
And I cut it into terninger. Uninstalled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, no, I got extremely fatigued and I thought I had ME/CFS for 5 years. Shout out to everyone.
Shout out to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So root vegetables was the root of my problem. Sorry.
But
terrible.
Yeah.
It's a hard life, but someone has got to do it. LOL. You have nothing. No allergies. LOL.
No.
Pretty good.
I even got over my nickel allergy. So
I watched a video on YouTube today by that Ekberg guy, the one with the presentation you said. Dr. Ekberg.
Yeah.
And he had a video that says how to prevent cancer prevention, blah, blah, blah. And he goes into carcinogens and, you know, he has this whole presentation. And he said nickel was a carcinogenic.
But everything causes cancer.
Terrible though.
I mean, it does.
But nickel, I didn't know that.
It's like one of my colleagues, lots of stories about my colleagues. One of my colleagues has been like, well, usually almost every time we work together, she's like, what about all these vegetarian like products, like the replacement products, like, you know, burgers and whatever, like, are they any good? Should everybody try them? I'm kind of interested in trying them. And I'm like, yeah, go for it, just knock yourself out, go crazy. And then I told her like some stuff that we sometimes buy for these sort of things. And then
replacements.
And then she linked me an article on Messenger like a couple of days later that was like, vegetarian replacement products cause cancer, blah blah blah, etc etc. And I was like, so then I googled red meat not good benefits kind of thing, and the first thing that comes up is an article where it says that red meat gives you stomach cancer. So it's like everything gives you cancer. You can't eat anything.
But that's the search bias though. If you if you Google meat is healthy, you're gonna get articles that says it's healthy. If you say it's not, it's unhealthy question mark, and then you're gonna get confirmed you're already you know.
Well, somebody has to be right though. And I mean, it's always like with stuff that causes bad stuff, like, you know, illnesses and whatever, like, you know,
we have talked about this before, and it all boiled down to unprocessed foods is good and processed foods are what could be considered bad.
I mean, there is research that shows just red meat, period, even if it isn't processed, can give you stomach cancer.
That's bullshit. Sorry.
Based on your scientific opinion.
Based on me.
Just because I'm not saying it's going to instantly give you stomach cancer in the same way that, you know, eating something with salt on it isn't going to make you go instantly into kidney failure. But if you eat salt on all your food all day, every day, you will eventually get some sort of kidney problem, most likely. But then again, people smoke like 3 packs of cigarettes a day their entire lives and don't get lung cancer. So, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
anything's possible.
Who has the answers by now?
Everything causes cancer. That's the answer.
What is it? Which one is it?
Everything causes cancer.
I think exercise, eat healthy, try to do unprocessed food often.
Don't put salt on everything.
Don't drink alcohol. Don't smoke.
Just don't have fun. Live in a plastic bubble.
Have fun, definitely. Play video games. Do that.
That probably causes cancer too, some way.
No. Yeah, let's slide into video games. Played lately. Atelier Ryza 3. Atelier Ryza 3.
Yep. When you wrote this, it said soon Atelier Ryza, but you know, now it is actually.
Yeah, I know, because it's
Oh, hiccup, sorry.
Cute. I love it.
My throat hurts, so it gives me extra hiccups, and I'm eating these like fisherman's friend throat thingies.
Again with the fish. This is a fishy episode. Oh my god.
Well, a fisherman's friend. It's strongest there is.
Okay, so in Atelier Ryza, you can go fishing.
Bet you can.
Very good. No, it's a good game. No, I'm playing it on 2 systems. I bought it. No way. I got it as a review code on Switch, and then I bought the season pass for Switch.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm gonna commit now to the season pass that I bought now on the Switch. Blah blah blah, and it's like $50 for the season pass. And then I jumped ship, and now I'm playing it on PS5.
I knew you would though, and it must be better on PS5.
It runs better on PS5, but I don't get the handheldness that I love to have. But a lot of yeah, I was gonna say that. A lot of people in the comment section of my latest video, they're saying, just get a Steam Deck and do the things so that you can sync the Steam Deck up to your PS5 and remote play your PS5 on the Steam Deck.
Steam Deck.
And it is actually good.
You can also mod your Steam Deck to play every Nintendo game on the planet. So, you know,
I know, right?
The Switch is obsolete, basically.
But the Steam Deck is still not available.
Just get somebody to smuggle one in.
Yeah, but how,
Did you see my Instagram story, by the way? I ordered 25 packs of noodles.
You ordered what?
25 packs of noodles. Do you have your phone? Look at my Instagram story.
25 packs of noodles.
Yes.
Do you want to tell the noodle story? Or have we done that?
Is there a noodle story?
You have a noodle story.
You mean the one where I got sick?
Yeah, that's a story.
Well, now I'm over it. But look at my Instagram story. Look at all the noodles. So good stuff.
Oh my god. What brand is that?
It's Suta. It's like I think it's Korean, but
Suta ramen.
They don't always sell it at the Asian food store.
Does it have potato in it? Can I eat it? Check my allergy card.
It's really good though. I love it. But anyway,
I would love to.
Noodle story?
Yeah, you got sick, you threw up noodles, you were 15 years old, and you said, I'm never eating noodles again, and here you are.
Yeah, well, I mean, how old was I? I don't know, like
15, 14, I don't know.
Yeah, so, but it was pretty traumatic, though, at the time.
You were traumatized, yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine puking noodles, which is like bouillon
slimy
and stuff.
And like, yeah, but I'm over it now. I got over it.
Okay.
So it's good.
I can't have noodles, and that's not the noodle itself. It's the little pack with the spices.
Wait, do you want me to go get one of those noodle packs and see if you can eat it? Hold on.
Yeah, let's go.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Let's go. A lot of noodles. Yeah, follow Tinyhats on Tinyhats on Instagram. She posts a lot of noodles, apparently. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh no, I cannot hold this.
Oh, you don't have to hold it anymore. Okay. Hold on, does it even have English on it? Yeah, it does.
Let's go.
Okay, it's like super fucking tiny. Oh, it has potato starch. I can see that immediately. Yeah. It's super tiny writing though. It's got wheat flour.
Instant paralysis.
Refined palm oil. Palm oil is bad for the environment. Modified potato starch, salt, soy.
There's always potato in everything. How do I live
oil,
my life?
Acidity regulator. What? Potassium carbonates, sodium carbonates, lol, and water. Oh, and green tea flavor oil. But yeah, potato starch.
Yeah.
It says modified potato starch though. What does that mean?
It means it has been processed slightly.
Okay.
It's a binding agent, I think.
Noodles have like a ridiculous amount of sodium in them though, so you're probably gonna die anyway. It's gonna give you cancer.
But Dr. Ekberg, he did have a video on sodium and salt, and he said that the body regulates that stuff on its own. Salt is not the problem.
It depends how much of it you eat, though.
He said.
But it depends how much you eat. It really does.
He had a whole presentation.
Well, it still depends how much you eat. If you have like, 6 tablespoons of salt on everything you eat every day, it's not good for you.
It wouldn't taste good either.
No. But
you know what?
some
When I
people
was a
like that.
kid, I had a bowl of cornflakes, and I was very small. I remember reaching up to the cabinets and going for that white powdery, looking like sugar.
Oh dear. Oh no.
You know where this is going.
Yep.
This is before I moved to Sørvika, and it was in Stangnes. And I was like pouring that over my cornflakes, and and I thought it tasted so terrible, and I had more on, and I'm like, this is terrible, and I had more on, and I was a kid, and it was salt, and I think I cried.
You know
As
what I
you
did
do.
once?
No.
At work we have grøt, like porridge that you
Yep.
have cinnamon and sugar on.
Yeah.
And we were serving it to the patients, and I made like 4 like plates ready for one of the tables of patients, and I had grill spice on instead of
No.
cinnamon, yeah. And it was just it was a mistake.
That does not work at
No.
all. Did they say?
Yeah,
What
I mean,
the hell
immediately.
is this?
I mean, one of them didn't, but then again, we have patients with dementia, and I guess they were just kind of like, okay, this is food, I will eat it.
Yeah.
So that was, but obviously we figured it out.
Yeah.
Pretty quickly. I was
salt
disgusting.
on cornflakes.
Yeah, and grill spice on porridge.
Ew.
Yep.
Bad.
Yep.
We're still in Played lately, I think. You are saying Stardew Valley because medieval Dynasty got too difficult, LMAO.
Yep.
Because Stardew Valley is not difficult.
Yep.
Mounts all day.
But medieval Dynasty that I talked about last time we had this stuff, it was like super, super fun, but then it got really, really difficult, and I was like, ugh, can't do it anymore.
I mean, didn't you get a baby in that or something?
Yeah, and then my baby was possibly sick. I never figured out what happened with that, because I was trying to make my villagers be self-sufficient, but they fucking couldn't do it, and I was like, you guys suck. And then one guy like moved away who's like, this sucks, I don't want to be here anymore, and I was like, well, fuck you, and then I stopped playing the game.
You needed to find the herbalist.
I never got around to it. And also I was like stuck in this infinite loop of not being able to do anything, because I needed flax seeds to grow so I could get flax stock so I could make linen thread so I could craft the fishing rod for the next quest. But then it was the wrong season, there was no flax. The vendor that sells straight up flax seeds sold like 3, and I needed 8 linen thread, and it was just pointless, and I was just like, I'm stuck in an infinite loop of I can't do anything. So,
you make the game sound fun by saying stuff like this. I get triggered.
You should play it then.
Yeah, absolutely. Mounts all day, what's that?
I'm farming mounts in World of Warcraft. I'm doing the same raid 40 times in a row. It's good times.
Oh, that. I remember we did that in 2010.
Now I have 40 characters, and now I
never got that mount.
Nope.
Okay.
Sadness.
The World of Warcraft is the game that keeps on giving you.
Yeah, it does keep on giving me. I love it.
Yeah. And my notes from 3 weeks ago says Outriders and Scarlet Nexus. Still playing them. Replaying, it's called, because I already did play them. I beat Outriders in 2020, I think. And Scarlet Nexus, I got really close to beating that when I had Corona. The first Corona that I had. End of 2020, I think. Or start of 21. Whatever.
Yep.
Well, like it. It's good stuff. Yeah. And I'm editing a video where I am talking about Star Ocean, the game that I talked about several weeks ago, but I never got around to talk about it properly.
Yeah.
I'm just slow on everything these days. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
Good.
Yeah, can we have a how are you section?
Okay.
Like, can we go deep into how are you?
Good. I guess.
Yeah.
Yes, I suppose. Can't wait for the single people party.
Yeah, we have Easter
the single
now.
People. Yeah, true. We do have Easter now.
I did a staycation. Was it last week or last week before that? So that was sort of my Easter. This Easter, the actual Easter, not the fake Easter. Easter man is taking time off work, and we went to the mall yesterday, and we got actually socks from that sock store that you mentioned.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, but we
sock store.
It was a man store though, and we got 5 pairs for $10. Ka-ching. Mundane.
Yeah, good stuff. Is that the story about Easter?
No. Wait. Easter is coming up, and I have no plans other than just enjoy my life and my cats. And you?
You know what I hate? I mean, I hate a lot of great many things, but you know what I hate in this context?
No, I cannot imagine what you hate about Easter, because what is there to hate?
Norway is what there is to hate. and Norwegian
what?
people.
What?
Because we have, like, in Norway, we're like super strict on red days. You know, when there's a holiday, there's a certain amount of red days in that holiday. Like Easter has this Thursday, this Friday, and next Monday that are red days on the calendar, which means that everything is closed. Literally everything in the entire world is closed. Well, not in the entire world, but in the entirety of Norway. And it's so fucking triggering.
What do you need?
I mean, that's the thing. Like, even if I don't need anything, you have to prepare for the eventuality of not being able to get it if you need to, you know?
But we do have gas stations, and they do have...
But they don't send grill spice in case I need it for my porridge. So, you know?
We have one store that is always open, and it's the small niche store.
No, even that one's closing for Easter.
No, that one is always open on red days.
I checked the thing. Oh, that one. But that's fucking lol away from me.
Lol away. Yeah.
But then the other thing is that, like, so that's one thing, and it really sucks. But I've lived in other countries where even on holiday days, stuff is still open. Like, at least for a limited time.
But the people want to have a day off.
I don't care. But the thing is... But the thing that is even worse than this is that Norwegians lose their shit when the stores are going to be closed for 2 consecutive days. So if you go shopping like tomorrow on Wednesday, because Thursday and Friday everything is closed, it's going to be a fucking madhouse. All the Norwegians are going to be losing their shit because for 2 days they will not have access to a store, and it's just like, we have to get everything.
It's going to be Corona shopping all over again.
It's like being in an airport. I hate it. Norwegians are stupid.
Yeah. We're so desperate when we don't have what we are used to having. Wait, what? Basically, though. I mean, imagine if war broke out and everything literally closed forever.
Yep. Oh, speaking of war, LOL.
Yeah.
Did you see that Finland joined NATO today?
Oh, grats on them.
Yeah, congratulations, Finland.
They weren't in?
No, they've just joined. They raised the Finnish flag outside the NATO headquarters.
Why not join earlier than this? What?
Because Russia wasn't being so mean until now.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Sweden's also going to join apparently, although trying to, but Turkey's trying to cockblock them from doing it, but I don't know why.
Turkey's gonna what?
Turkey's trying to stop Sweden from joining. I don't know why.
Okay.
Yeah, but they still are going to.
I think everyone should join. Join the Discord.
I mean, if everybody joins, it wouldn't really be much of a... What would we do then?
It would be the ultimate world
peace on earth.
Yeah, if everyone joined. Everyone is just like, we agree to never have a war, ever.
Yeah, very good.
Why not?
Congratulations to Finland.
Yeah, good.
Good stuff.
I like that.
Me too.
Yes. Altså, jeg klarer jo ikke å tenke.
Nei, ta bare noe, holdt jeg på å si.
Actually, I have a topic.
Okay.
Yeah, I got this question on Twitter, I think. And it was like, how many dialects, or was it on Discord?
It was on Discord, yeah.
Yeah, okay. How many dialects does Norway have? Do you speak in bokmål or nynorsk? Because apparently that is what you get if you Google languages in Norway. We all speak Norwegian, basically, but we have a bunch of dialects. And Ircha, he walked up the stairs when I asked him, and he said, he's always on the stairs when I'm asking him. Yeah. And he said, the concept of dialects, I get everything from Ircha. The concept of dialects, that is not something that necessarily other countries understand, because they think of accents, which is something else, which is if you come from India and you move to USA, you have an Indian accent, you know? That's not the same.
That's because an accent and a dialect isn't the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. But some people don't know what a dialect is, which is different ways and melodies and words, actually, to say and express your language within the country. What the hell? So, in my opinion, we have... What did I say? Let me find that. Where did I say that?
In the Diskydisk channel.
Okay. Yeah, I want to say we have at least 20 to 30 distinct dialects, I am guessing, commonly put into 6 categories. So that is my opinion. And I said Finnmark, Nordnorsk, Trønder, Vestland, Østland, Sørland. Do you agree?
Anu,
Finnmark's because in Finnmark they talk with a very funny melody. Very up and down melody.
There is, I don't know how to articulate it into a word, but there is also some very distinct dialects from the center of the southern part of the country. Because I remember,
that's terrible. I don't understand them.
I know, because that's what I remember. Actually, the other day when I was deleting everything on my Facebook, which we talked about, I think 2 episodes ago or whatever, there was a post that I made when I moved from Sweden to Norway. When we drove through the entirety of Norway to all the like tourist places and whatever. At one point when we were driving through like the thickest part of Norway in the south, like in the center of the country, there was like nothing. There was like villages and apple trees. That was it. And
mountains. Tons of them.
We had to stop in this like tiny place with like one grocery store because I really had to pee and it was a crisis. And we stopped there, and in this grocery store there were some people, and I literally couldn't understand what they're saying. It's the first time I've encountered a Norwegian dialect that I didn't understand.
Oh my god. Was it like
crazy.
Jaktein på Charlie, hoi
something like that.
Yeah.
It was terrible. Like I literally couldn't understand them. I was like, is this even Norwegian? Have I stepped into the Twilight Zone? It was crazy.
Can you mimic Trønder?
No.
Det noen skikkelig fine kattunger. De så skjønne og ut og fisker. You know?
That's very accurate. Can you do the West Coast?
West Coast. That is Bergen.
Or Stavanger or Haugesund.
Wait, let me think. What do I even say? Her regner det. Nei,
That's not it.
Det regner hver en dag. Nei, no, that was a different.
That was terrible.
Nå har jeg fått nok av.
You're really good at dialects.
Okay, you.
No,
let's do Oslo then.
Okay. Well, you can do that one easily.
That is basically our prime minister when he was.
But that's how you speak when you speak English when you're from Norway.
When he was supporting Ukraine. There's so many though, but someone was asking once upon a time, why do Norway have so many dialects? And it's because we have a very long country with a lot of mountains and a lot of small villages that were separated and for a long time.
Yeah, because Norway, the unifying of Norway as a country took a very long time. Like it was one of the last countries in Northern Europe to unify, so we had no reason to all speak to each other. We were just kind of staying in our lanes.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say also, because Soldir was the one who asked this question. He said, "Which dialect do we speak? Bokmål or nynorsk?" You can't actually speak bokmål.
No, that's a written.
Nobody does. It's the written official writing language that has all the words in the proper way. And every dialect in Norway builds on that kind of writing, but every dialect will have some words that aren't in the dictionary if you get a bokmål dictionary and look something up.
Yeah, and we talk in Northern Norwegian category.
Yeah.
Nordnorsk
category.
But
then there are also like a lot of distinctions between, like in Northern Norwegian dialect, there are very many different dialects.
That's why my theory was between 20 and 30 dialects.
I mean, probably even more if you really count all the distinctions. Because some people would say that like from here to Sanja and from here to Narvik, which are 2 places really close to here, they have a different dialect.
Absolutely. LOL. And like Svolvær. Kaffe og kakk. Og skol.
Oh God. Yeah.
What?
In Narvik they say måke instead of måse, which is just måse. It's terrible. What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Harstad dialect is the best one.
Actually, we should find a video where somebody does lots of Norwegian dialects and then we can
link on Discord.
Yeah.
Let's do that. That was all for Diskydisk, I think.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. And please rate us on Spotify. We want to get Spotify.
Spotify. Sure thing.
Enjoy your day. Let us know in the comments what you're playing. Do you want to say anything? Do you have anything to
don't
say?
Put grill spice on your porridge.
Or salt on your cornflakes. And wear the fish tie if you want to.
Yeah, just go for it, even if your girlfriend doesn't want to go to prom with you.
Very good. Thank you so much for listening this week. We will see you next week.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.